What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. It's the girl Tombi. Thank you so much to everybody who's been supporting me and watching my videos. I feel the love, and ever since I came back, I'm so motivated and so encouraged to continue making content for you guys. So if you're new, welcome. Watch this video to the end, and if you like me, you like my content, please don't be shy to subscribe. Okay, this video I'll be talking to you guys about the Mirena, what to expect. So you know me, I like writing things down so that I'm not all over the place talking about this and talking about that. I'm very talkative, so I try to do this so that I can be structured and not be easily distracted in this video. So I'll be answering some questions, speaking to you as a person who used it, and then I'll also give, somewhere in the middle, I'll also give my opinion as a doctor. And then towards the end of this video, I hope you'll be able to decide if you want to do it or if you don't want to do it, if you want to recommend it to a friend or not. So just briefly about my Mirena. I got the Mirena, which is the hormonal loop, otherwise some people call it loop. Basically, it's a hormonal intrauterine contraceptive device. I got mine inserted in September last year, and I got it removed in February, towards the end of February. So basically 5 months later I had it. Now this video, number one, the question, why did I get it? So I suffer from myomas. It's not a secret. I've talked about this on this channel. If you've seen my other videos about Fibroid Awareness Month, I did share my story there. So I do have fibroids, and that basically means that my periods are usually very heavy and they're prolonged. So my doctor recommended that I get the Mirena so that I could use it as a therapy for that. And for sure, I was very keen to it. For a long time, I did my research, but because I'm an alipara, which means I haven't had a child, I haven't given birth before, insertion had to be strategic in order to not be painful. It had to be a day before, or the last day of my period. And that proved to be a challenge because I'd always get busy. Or it would fall on a weekend and the clinic would be closed. But anyway, I got it inserted, and that is why I got it, to control my period, the flow, and the pain. The insertion. So the insertion, basically, you go into your gynecologist, or even just a nurse at a private clinic. She'll give you a counseling. There'll be like a 10-15 minutes of chats where she'll entertain questions, and she'll also explain to you what it is and how it helps. And then the insertion, for me, a lot of women say that it's painful upon insertion. For me, it wasn't painful because it was actually the last day of my period, so my cervix was still very soft and open, so it was easy to go in with her instruments. The only pain I could say that I felt was when she went in with the uterine sound, which is this long device with graduations which should show the size of your uterus. I did feel that pain, and I also felt when she was pinching on the cervix. You do feel the pinch, and she'll instruct you. She'll be like, cough, can you cough? And then when you cough, that's when she pinches it. That can be uncomfortable. A lot of women have also said that that's painful. For me, that was the part that was uncomfortable. But as far as insertion going into the uterus, I didn't feel any pain. I know other women have complained that when inserting, just from my experience on the clinic, when inserting, the pain for them is when the cervical clamp clamps in the uterus, and when the actual loop goes into the uterus, because it starts to contract, and for them, it causes spasm. So I had 2 women complain that they actually had pain for that. For me, I didn't get that pain. What are the side effects? Okay, so very quickly, I'll run them down according to just generally, and then I'll speak about the ones I had. So the side effects is spotting. You know, some women who tend to have acne, and then there's affective disorders like moody, you become apathetic, you may become depressed. There's also that cramping pain that people tend to complain about. Yeah, basically those are the complaints that most people have. But the very common side effects that comes about is the spotting, and the cramping pain that people tend to complain about. So for me personally, my experience has been that from the time that I inserted it, I used to break out. I used to have a lot of acne on my face, and it was usually just like here and here. So I actually still have some scars, and you can't see it now because I put some makeup. But yeah, for me, it was acne that really bothered me. I was never acne prone. I mean, like once a month I would get that during the period. But this time around, because the hormones were coming out like every day, the IUD releases a certain amount. So every day I would find a pimple on my face. Every day there's a pimple on my face. And one of the side effects I had was also spotting. But that was only for the first 3 months. And it was very random, very spontaneous. Today it's not, it's dry. Tomorrow it's there. Up until December, 3 months later, that's when I was able to have this window, this relief window where I just was, for the whole month, I was clear, it was dry up until the period came, and which that was something else. And then in December I had COVID. So yeah, I had COVID, and then they put me on aspirin because they were suspecting that I was at risk of having blood clots. And I only took it for 2 days, but yeah, that made my blood get thin, and that just made everything worse from there. So guys, should you get it? Well, personally speaking, as an individual, I think that this decision has to be very personal. Don't listen to me. You may be influenced by your practitioner or your nurse, but this decision has to be personal. Do your research, read about it, ask other women their experiences. Then you'll be able to decide. Because the thing about contraception, and speaking as a doctor, is that you never know which one is best for you until you try. So you can try the depot, the injection. If that does you well, it accepts, your body accepts it, then go for it. If you put the copper, for example, the copper loop, and your body's accepting it well, your periods are normal, you're not having cramps, you accept it. So basically with contraception, the key is just try and do your research. There are several methods. You can do abstinence, you can use condoms, you can use whatever you can use. But when it comes to contraception, don't let what works for somebody may not work for you. So just do your research and speak with your gynecologist very openly, and they will advise you with regards to what you can choose. So if you've come to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you guys. I want to keep recording more of this type of content where it's like I'm sharing my story, but I'm also giving you know, informative and like, yeah, uplifting, informative, and just very educative videos of value. But of course I'll still put some lifestyle videos from time to time, travel vlogs and whatnot. But for now, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please leave me a comment. Let me know which contraceptive has worked for you or what you've heard about Mirena, and let's get interactive. Bye.